it's me, Anu here. Thank you for watching my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my health, my current health, like this minute stuff, and also just give a few ideas of what I think about YouTube or beauty gurus and why I prefer books for learning makeup rather than watching YouTube beauty videos. Thank you for all the video ideas that you have given me. I'm very grateful for that, and please continue doing it. I actually have a small notebook. So this is my YouTube notebook where I put stuff, all of my stuff in here, my ideas and your questions and your video ideas. So whenever you actually suggest something, it gets written down here, and eventually it probably will get turned into video. Next, also questions. Please ask me questions, because I would love to do a Q&A video one day. So basically I want to have a bunch of questions. I will write them down here that you have asked me, and then I will just answer you those questions. And also, please, if you are new in this channel, please consider subscribing. You would make my day. I have very few subscribers, and like whenever somebody subscribes me, which is like, you know, maybe once a week or once in 2 weeks or something like that, I feel really happy. So if you want like instant karma, just subscribe me. So right now when I'm talking, I feel really crappy because well, I don't even know why. So I feel nausea, I feel dizziness, I feel like my head is just dizzy and uncomfortable, my stomach is uncomfortable. I just feel very poorly. I feel hot and cold at the same time. I sweat a lot even though I feel cold. And this has been going on for about 3 days now. Today is Wednesday and it started on Sunday. I had chemo last week, and so I didn't really expect much side effects, because the last times I had chemo, I didn't really have much side effects, so that's why I didn't expect any. And this time I have just felt crap. The difference is that they gave me Neulasta. So this is basically an extra drug that is given to like as a shot to your body, and the idea is to enhance the white blood cell count in your body, because it has been very low for me. And so they gave me Neulasta, and Neulasta is something that increases the white blood cell count. However, Neulasta also has side effects that basically start take up or do after it's given to you, and it makes you feel like you have slight flu. However, today is like the 4th day I'm feeling really crappy, so I don't really think anymore. It's just Neulasta. One thing I recently did is I stopped eating sugar, or basically I reduced eating a lot of added sugar. That sugar basically is a chronic toxin. So chronic toxin means that it's not acute, it's not like alcohol where you just immediately get toxic effect to your body. It's chronic in a sense that you eat it 1,000 times and then you get the poison effect, like the big effect to your body. So information, something that I didn't know or maybe I had forgotten when I learned about it long time ago in my biology class, is that fructose and glucose are metabolized very differently. So sugar, basic cane sugar, is 50% fructose and 50% glucose, and glucose is absorbed very nicely, let's say it like that. So as soon as you eat glucose, 80% of it, its calories are immediately used up, burnt away by your body, different parts of your body, and then 20% only goes to your liver. That's again, used up for different things, and basically very little, could maybe end up as a fat, but it's basically burned off very nicely. However, fructose 100% goes to liver. That has very bad effects to your body, and basically very easily ends up as fat, like stored as a fat in your body. It's almost like you eat sugar, but your body gets fat. It's almost like eating fat, but you're not actually eating fat. It's actually like eating fructose means like you just get fat into your body. If you want to learn more about it, I'm going to leave a link below. Long story short, I realized that I have gained about 20 pounds within last year. So last year, about the same time, I was diagnosed with terminal breast cancer, and now a year later, I'm 20 pounds heavier. Like, what on earth? So all my life I've been the same weight. I was the same weight. I never gained. I was like plus minus a few pounds here or there. And so like, what on earth happened? When I mentioned this to my doctor, well, she said maybe, and it's Ritalin, because I'm taking Ritalin. And I was like, what? Ritalin is supposed to help you lose weight, not gain weight. But then now I'm thinking it might not be Ritalin, it might be actually the life changes that I did within this year. And so basically one thing that I did, of course, was I started using a bunch of drugs that messed up my sleep. So and I started eating sugary foods, just to kind of, when you don't get good sleep, you just kind of comfort yourself and eat like junk. But also I started eating a lot of sugary stuff, like stuff that I kind of didn't even think about eating, because I kind of thought about, oh, let me just, let me live a little. But now I read about it, about the sugar. It's not just that it makes you fat, it also affects your overall health, like health of your heart. It basically gives you the bad cholesterol and things like that. It's just a really bad thing for you. And it's kind of like a cycle that the more you eat sugar, the more you crave for it. I have got it down now. I think it's like third day when my sugar intake went, probably that was like 100 grams a day. or even more. I have got it down to like 30-40 grams a day. So it says here that sugar is like can be like basically like real drug. So like sugar withdrawal may have serious consequences to your mental, physical health that are similar to what is seen in addiction drugs. So withdrawal signs would be fatigue and weakness, cravings, confusion, headaches, behavior changes, muscle aches and pains, poor sleep quality. All the stuff that I have been feeling. So I'm really hoping that I'm feeling like that, not because of cancer, not because of cancer drugs, but because I cut down sugar a lot. Or maybe it's a combination of different things that all adds up. I don't know. Right, so basically, another thing what happened last year with it was that I stopped moving, and that's because I had very severe anemia. I basically was very, very weak, and other reason was because I had a lot of pains, and I had actually stopped moving already by the time I was diagnosed. And now when even my pain was under control with the drugs, the painkillers, I still, like, I had broken out from my habit of exercise. Like all my life I used to exercise because I liked it, and now this habit has basically been just broken, it's disappeared. And so recently I have made changes. So to summarize it, I think why I gained the weight is because there were permanent life changes that took place. One was that my sleep has been, my sleep quality has reduced. My overall movement and exercise has drastically been cut down, and I would eat more of sugary foods and maybe more calories, right? Now, so to sum it up, I think the main issues that has been happening last year is that they have been put on a lot of drugs. Maybe some of the drugs may maybe contribute to my weight gain. Another thing is my sleep has had a real drastic change. Like, it's much poorer nowadays. The quality is just crap. Also, I don't exercise anymore regularly like I used to. That because I don't move much, and because maybe there are drugs that make me kind of maybe make my metabolism slower. As a result, some things that I eat, like the higher content of sugar in my food, play more into things. So basically, I don't shed off the calories, and it just is basically stored into my body as fat. So I'm thinking that I don't like it, and I wanna change it, or I feel like I need to do changes to it, because I don't wanna, like, next time the same year have gained another 20 pounds, right? That's just not okay. So what I want to do is, and what I have been doing now within the last maybe a month or two, is that I have added things, slow changes, but what I want them to be permanent changes. How I live my life is basically I want to go back to exercising regularly again. So now I have been trying to go to walk every day. I want to do it so that I do it every day after I wake up, just because it has to be right after I wake up, because when I wake up I'm the strongest during that time. So as the day progresses, how I feel gets crappier. I mean, I have days when the whole day is fine, nice, perfect, and I can easily go for a walk in the evening. But then I have days that I'm just not capable under no conditions going for a walk in the evening. So like I feel like my exercise habit has to be in the morning when I'm the strongest. And so I've been going for walks more and more often now, and I want it to be so that it's every day after wake up, and it's like about 20 minutes long, so it's not very strong. Also I've been starting stretching, something I stopped doing, something I used to do very often, but right, so it's walking and stretching. And then the next thing what I want to add is doing dumbbell lifts, just a kind of upper body. I want to get my upper body strong again. And then maybe after that start using trampoline like 5 minutes every day or every other day or something like that. So basically I'm slowly adding those things. I'm realistic. I can't do all those things I want to do every day, like do all of those things every day and expect that I'm going to continue doing them every day, right? So basically I know that any habit, if you do it at least 2-3 months continuously, like you push yourself, then it becomes a habit. It's much easier to do it after that. Like if you wanna, it's pretty much a good habit or bad habit. If you continue doing it for a couple months, and then after that it becomes almost like, it becomes permanent. And so right now I'm kind of working on pushing myself to walk every day and stretching often, so that it's a strong habit, something I do the first thing in the morning, right? But because it's not a habit yet, I have to push myself, and I have to continue pushing myself for several months in a row, and then I'm hoping that it becomes kind of easy, like like something like brushing teeth every morning, right? And the same thing now is with my eating habits, is that I have doing some changing to my eating habits that I want them to be permanent. Like something that I have done now, and I have kept it up, is that I eat a lot of vegetables every day. So I basically had stopped eating vegetables, like actual vegetables, on a daily basis, because I just didn't feel like eating them. I wasn't feeling good. They didn't taste good to me, because nothing tasted good in the past year. And so I just drank every day like a certain amount of raw vegetable juice, and I was like, okay, I get my vegetable from there, right? I get my raw vegetables from the veggie juice. But I'm thinking that yes, you get your veggie juice, you get your vitamins and minerals, but you don't get the volume and what vegetables give you. So basically you don't get the fullness. You basically eat something else to get your stomach full, right? So you can get easily extra calories eating something else, like sugary foods, for example. And so what I've been doing is like over a month, I think I've been doing over a month now, when I just eat vegetables, like about 30 grams a day at least, whereas basically just, and I love them again, like it's kind of like at first I didn't really want to do it, like didn't like it in the taste or something, but now I'm kind of, I feel like they taste absolutely delicious and I crave for them. So, and now, so basically I get a lot of volume that fills up my body, but vegetables are very low calories. So I'm hoping that that's a permanent change that helps to reduce eating other stuff that is maybe high calorie, right? And that's a positive thing towards instead of my weight going up, helping to go down, addition to the exercise. And so the most recent thing, and that's like, I think I'm doing it like 4 days or so, is that I have cut down the sugar majorly, right? So maybe 30 grams a day. I think FDA says something like 25 grams a day. So when I'm talking about sugar, I mean the added sugar, the sugar or high fructose corn syrup that is added to your food. I don't mean fruit sugar, right? So actually the fructose that is in fruits, yes, it's fructose, but you also get fiber, all the vitamins, nutrients, all that stuff together, and because of that, eating fruits is not the same. It's not bad sugar, so to speak, because all the other stuff that you get from fruits, right? So eating actual fruits is not the same as drinking fruit juice, because now the fiber has been separated from it, right? Like you get the fructose absorbed to you much faster, and so on. I just realized I'm not been putting on my makeup, so I just forgot. I started putting on makeup, and then I started feeling easier talking, and then I stopped putting on makeup. Let me just put on a little bit of makeup. And that actually takes me to the other subject that I wanted to talk about today. That is about why I like makeup books when it comes to learning about how to do your makeup. And that's because I feel like makeup books are much more real. Like they say things how they are better. Or maybe it's not a... Right. For example, if you notice right now, I'm putting on foundation, but I'm not putting on foundation like here. Like I did it over here, but then I'm just blending it out, and I'm not bringing it over here because I think it doesn't need foundation here. And then if you put foundation already here, then to avoid that kind of mask look, where is this very big difference between this color on your face and the neck color, then you have to bring the foundation to your neck, right? And then so on. So this is actually said in a book, like makeup book. This actually says here that you don't need to put makeup here and onto your neck unless you want to hide something here, like pimples or something like that. So what I'm saying is that makeup books promote using minimum amount of makeup. Like more, less is more. Just use makeup just as little as possible to get the result that you want. Like that's kind of the tone of makeup books tends to be. However, when you look at YouTube gurus, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with beauty gurus, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying is they're not maybe ideal for learning how to do makeup, because what you see in camera is not actually how people necessarily look in real life. Like the camera doesn't show you a lot of things. Or another thing is that the camera can show you a lot of things, but usually people they're kind of in this distance from the camera, like I'm right now. But really, from this distance, you don't see anything. So you have to be like really like within this distance, right? To really see if the foundation is cakey or streaky or stuff like that. But nobody does that usually on YouTube. They don't show you stuff that from that distance. I'm not even talking about filters or photoshopping or anything like that. I'm just saying that camera just kind of hides things. And what I really don't like is that, and that's kind of like the norm, like I would say 99% or maybe even 100%, is that the YouTuber, beauty guru, takes foundation and say, okay, this is a new foundation, I just got it, I'm going to apply it. And Tati, for example, the YouTube guru, right, the perfection herself, You know, she uses like often she uses on one side of the face just to see how things do. And I think Jeffree Star, or maybe it's Jeffree Star does that, not Tati. I don't know. Whatever. I don't follow them or anything that often. I just occasionally see a video or two. I think, yeah, it's Jeffree Star is. So he takes a blender, right, and does the foundation makeup on one side with a beauty blender, and the other side with a brush, like applies the foundation with the brush, and just to see what the difference is. But at the same time, to us, it looks exactly the same, because you cannot tell a difference, even though he says, yeah, maybe beauty blender applies it better or something like that, or you cannot even see if the foundation is really crappy. Only reason we would know that the foundation is crappy because the person is telling us that. Like, you never ever see really anything, what is happening really. And the thing is that only reason we really know how the makeup is typically, if it's good or bad, is what the person says, because you cannot tell the difference from the camera. So if you want to learn how to do things, you know, you should take a makeup book and then try it on yourself or somebody else. Like, but when you look at the YouTube video, then the YouTube video is perfect. And so you don't actually know how things look in real life. So for example, let me give you some examples. Baking. Baking is something that a makeup book would tell you that is only for certain occasions, like just to take videos or take pictures or going out in the evening when the light is very low. Nobody really can do baking or even contouring and then go out during the day when the sun is out there and just walk around and not look like crap. Baking is always going to look really, really cakey, right? It's like on camera you can add 10 layers of foundations and correctors and concealers and then bake it all with a lot of powder, and it's just going to look perfect. But then if you're going to follow that at home and try to imitate and do it the same stuff, and then you're like, what is this? This looks like shit. It's going to look really, really bad. And you don't know why. The YouTuber is not going to tell you necessarily how it looks, because in camera it looks perfect. That's what we want, right? And so like you have like different expectations. You know, the only reason you would know it's kind of crap, looks like crap, is when the person actually tells you that. And so I feel like it's very easy to promote like YouTubers who are like real beauty gurus. They like promote a lot of stuff. They get money for promoting different brands, and they can absolutely easily do it because it will look really good on camera, right? Even if the product is really crappy. Is what I feel about. Like for example, Tati puts on fake lashes, I think like almost every single makeup look she does, or at least for a while she did, right? But the thing is, if you put on makeup, like false eyelashes, which I tried yesterday, the very first time of my life, you cannot go out on a daily basis. You cannot go to work and look completely normal. Everybody who sees you in the real life can tell that you're wearing fake lashes. If you want to have like giant lashes, use like this. I wish that I would be really rich. Well, I wish I would have more money. So maybe once I get able to save enough, I'm going to get like this again. But this is really magical. It does really good job. It really grows your eyelashes very big, and especially now with my situation where the chemo medication is thinning my hair, that includes also my eyelashes. I just really want to put like this on instead of fake lashes, and they look just fantastic, but right now I just can't afford it. Okay, so I just want to sum it up is that I have nothing against beauty gurus. I don't really follow them. I follow only one beauty guru. It's Raw Beauty Christie, I think what she is called, and currently she has 500,000 subscribers, and I don't really care that she does makeup videos. I only watch her because she has great sense of humor, and it's just fun to listen to her. And the last thing I want to talk about is specifically today has been really crap. I woke up like 2 p.m. I had a huge struggle sleeping. Because of that, I in the morning fall back to sleep. Like I was up for a while, and early in the morning, and I fall back to sleep. And when that stuff happens, I sleep through anything. Like can be like phone can be ringing, I don't know, alarm can be set, I just sleep through anything. And that's what happened today. And so I woke up 2 p.m. I was feeling really bad. Nausea, pain, weakness, low energy, just overall not feeling good at all. So I got up, I started moving, and then I realized, oh my god, 11 a.m. I was supposed to go see my therapist. I love my therapist, I'm very grateful to her, she has helped me enormously. And unfortunately this year, basically after I got diagnosed, I have missed so many appointments. I don't know why she keeps giving me a chance. So Sandra, if you're seeing this, I have no words to describe how bad I feel about missing today. I'm so sorry. There is no excuse. Like yesterday I made plans that okay, I'm going to see my therapist. After that I'm going to go that shop, I'm going to buy that, then I'm going to come home, I'm going to do this, that, you know. And then I wake up and it's 2 p.m. and you know, it's basically, it's over. Even right now I feel very poorly. Like I want to vomit. Even though I took nausea medication, I'm also sweating. You cannot see it, but here it's all wet. Actually, I can maybe show it. I'm sweating. I'm not hot at all. I'm actually cold. It's just, I'm just not feeling great. But that doesn't matter. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for my family, especially for my daughter. I'm grateful for every day. I'm grateful for tomorrow. So after this video, I don't know if I have the strength to edit it and upload it today. I hope I do. But I'm going to first have to take a break. So most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie down in my bed and I'm going to read a book. Right now what I'm reading is Icebound by Dr. Jerry Nielsen. So this is a book about a woman who went to South Pole, Antarctica, to be a doctor for a year. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie down, read the book, and then hopefully I'm going to be able to do a little bit of editing, then continue reading, edit. I think I want to make my bed also, because I didn't make the bed, and it just feels better if you lie in a bed that's made, even though I want to be underneath the blanket. I probably need to change the pillowcases because I sweated so much last night. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.